Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. As you can see, it's very dark. I am just doing a quick video about our truly nocturnal animals, okay? So I'm just gonna run through the barn real quick and show you some of our actually behaviorally nocturnal animals, okay? I've got a flashlight here so you can see stuff. Obviously the lights are out. We keep a lot of ball pythons, and they are thought to be either nocturnal or somewhat nocturnal in the wild. Maybe crepuscular, where they kind of peak at twilight and dawn. But ours don't act that nocturnal. A lot of them seem to be awake, moving around during the day. Maybe it's just because, most ball pythons are 30th generation captive bred animals and they're adapting to human behavioral patterns. I'm not sure, but a lot of our ball pythons do not act nocturnal. But the snakes that do, not just snakes, got a flashlight here. These are our southern white-lip pythons. There she is. Let me zoom in for you. Hold on. Where are you at, little beauty? There she is. You see her nose sticking out there? She's like, why are you shining this light at me? Oh, it's so much muck on the screen. I'm sorry. There, that's a better look. So that's the female, Arwen. She's hoping she's going to get fed here. Let me zoom out for a minute. Here's the male over here. I think he was back here when I last... Yeah, he's right down. See him. Hold on. Let's see if I can. There he is. Coming out of a burrow that he's dug. And boy, do these guys dig their own burrows. Their entire substrate is riddled with burrows that they have dug themselves. And they will sit there like that with their head poking out, waiting for food for hours. And if I open the cage, they've kind of recognized that sound. Then they'll come out further to get their food. I do hold these guys. They started out a little nippy. The male calmed down really quick. The female is being slower. I just wear gloves and I just hold them, and they're doing really well. I'll do a whole video on them soon with them out and everything, but it's the middle of the night right now. I just wanted to show them to you. And here in another hour, they will both be out. I mean, they will completely come out of their hides, and they will just be climbing all over. They're super active. Sorry about that grossness on the glass. That's from, we spray every single day, basically to keep them nice and humid. That's just because our water is a little hard. It's not muck. We keep them pretty clean in there, and they have springtails and isopods, and obviously we spot clean and stuff. But yeah, so the southern white-lip pythons, completely and totally nocturnal so far. I don't know if they're going to adapt or not. We're going to go into what I think of as our cold room. It's not that cold, but it's a lot cooler than the rest of the place. There's an actual window. And we keep some of our species in here that don't want it to be 80 plus degrees all the time. So, let me see if we can find some froggies. Oh, look right there. These are our red-eyed tree frogs. I think I'm zoomed way in again. Hold on. Yeah. So beautiful. Let's see if I can find any more. Hey, buddy. Oh, what gorgeous animals. And he's coming out, heading towards the food. Got a bunch of roaches for him today. There's 5 of them in here. There's 2 males and 3 females. It looks like a couple of them haven't woke up yet. You see that one back up there? Hasn't woken up yet. Let's see where the others are. It's kind of hard because there's so many plants in here. There's one on the back of it. Yeah, so they're not all waking up yet. This guy's just starting to move. There's a sticker on the outside. That's what you're seeing there. Anyways, these guys so far, now I have heard from other keepers that the red-eyed tree frogs as adults will sometimes come out in the day. Not super often and not super active, but they will. So far, ours, when the lights are on, they are curled up sleeping, period. They have never woken up in the daytime so far. I hope they're, healthy and okay. They eat a lot. They sure poop a lot. They're super active at night. They've started croaking now that they're old enough. It's super cute. Yeah, these for us have been completely nocturnal. All right. One last look at that little guy. So cute. Sorry, I won't mess with you for too long. I know you don't like the bright light right in your face. You can see why they call them red-eyed tree frogs, though. All right, the last animal I'm going to show you that for us has been, let's see where she's at, super nocturnal. She's down here on the bottom. Is Gecker, or crested gecko. She was just coming towards the water to get a drink. Her food is up in the back. She's a great animal. We do get her out in the day, and she's perfectly, interactive. She crawls around, leaps around. Very sweet animal. But in the daytime, if she's in her enclosure, she is just curled up somewhere asleep. She picks a different spot virtually every day. Sometimes she'll be, up in one of the tubes. She really likes these just little plastic containers that we've cut holes in, that we've kind of put sphagnum moss in some of them, but she always knocks it out. You see that one's almost empty now. Sometimes she goes underneath. This water thing has a cave in the back of it. You can kind of see there. She'll go behind stuff. She'll go inside that moss. She doesn't seem to have a favorite hide necessarily, but there's Gecker. She's 5 or 6 years old. She just came from the rescue, just as a pet, but we love her. And she, for us, again, I'm not saying that anyone else's experience will be this way, but for us, Gecker has been completely nocturnal. Unless we get her out and, kind of wake her up. I'm going to give you a shot of the whole thing here. There she is. We do turn on a basking light during the day. She never seems to use it. Yeah, so at least for us, she is completely nocturnal. She doesn't eat really during the day. She doesn't drink during the day. She doesn't climb around. But boy, does she come out at night. Runs all over. This is a 2x2x4 screen cage. So we spray her to keep her more moist. She's doing great. But yeah, so it is different having a nocturnal animal. We got used to seeing our animals out and about all the time, and these ones that I've shown you just aren't. But I'm here at night a lot, so I still see them a lot. And obviously we, anytime we're caring for them during the day, we're going to see them still. And none of them seem to mind if I get them out in the daytime. At least they don't seem to mind it any more than if I get them out at night. Yeah, so these species, or maybe just these individuals, have not flipped their schedule to suit our schedule, if that makes sense. And that's perfectly fine. I allow them to. Now, the one thing I will say, oh, sorry, I shined that right in your eye. I'm sorry, little girl. The one thing I will say is that, to me, that indicates that the photo period is very important. We give most of ours that live either on or near the equator in the wild, they get a 12 and 12 light cycle. I know it's not convenient for people because we tend to not sleep for 12 hours every night. I hope. But they need that. I feel like that's enough of a biological preset condition that it's a need. It's not just a want. To me, that is a need. So we give them a 12 and 12 light cycle. So far, everything seems to be going well. Their behavior at night seems perfect. They seem happy. Their appetite's good. They're active. They drink. They, you know, if they're an animal that vocalizes, they vocalize. And yeah. So that is all. I just wanted to do this quick little night tour of our nocturnal animals. And again, you know, reticulated pythons in the wild are probably more active at night than they are during the day. Ball pythons, same thing. A lot of these animals, same thing. But they seem to have adjusted to my schedule more than the cresty, the frogs, and the white-lipped pythons. Those ones have stubbornly maintained their nocturnal ways, and that is just fine. Anyways, I hope that was fun, and I've got a lot more videos coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, we're the Reptile Barn.